guys, in today's video I'm going to be testing out the Aprés Nails Gel-X Full Cover System. So if you're interested in seeing how I went from these to these, then keep on watching. So this is what you get when you order the Aprés Gel-X System, and you can see me there waving to the camera. So I chose to just order the tip box and the extend gel that you need to use with this system separately rather than a full kit with primer and dehydrator and a light. And I was a little surprised when I got my order because the box is actually a bit scuffed up and damaged. There's scratches all over it, and actually there's a chunk missing from it. So this is the inside of the box. You get 10 different sizes of tip for a variety of different sizes of fingernail, which is great. One thing I will say, however, is that these are very, very thin, even thinner than I was expecting. Despite that though, as you can see, I'm squeezing them with my forefinger and thumb, and that tip is not going anywhere. That free edge is not snapping, it's not cracking. If it was made of plastic, then you would get a white line or it would straight up just crack. But because these are made of soft gel, they are much, much stronger than that. And that is why you can wear them with just some extend gel underneath. Of course, when I flip it over to the other side, you can see the cuticle area is much more flexible, but it is a lot thinner so that it blends more naturally into your nail, and as it's growing out, it looks seamless and smooth as though you have sculpted it yourself. So this is me sizing up my nails, and as you can see, this particular tip is not a good fit. The side walls do not match up with mine naturally. This would be a good looking fit, but that needs to happen on both sides. So I'm going to just go and find a bigger tip, a bigger size, so that it works well with my finger. So these tips are the sculpted stiletto in medium. They came a lot longer than I was expecting for a medium length nail, but I'm not mad about that. And what it means by them being sculpted is that they're made for someone with a strong C curve. So if you have more of a flat nail bed, then the natural tips would be much more appropriate. So I'm taking an electric drill and using that to just buff up the inside of the nail where I'm going to put the extend gel. However, one thing you can do instead, if you don't have an e-file, is simply taking some acetone and a brush and just adding that to the inside of the tip, and it just melts it a little bit so that it sticks much better. So I'm just testing out the size of the tip one more time to make sure that I'm happy with it. Then I'm going to go in with my cleansing spray and sanitize my nails as usual, taking away any bits of dust and dirt and the natural oils. So now I'm fully dehydrating the nail, and then I'm going to go ahead and add a primer. I don't normally do this, but it is recommended with the Aprés system. Once I'm finished with that, I'm going to get my extend gel, and as you can see, it's quite a runny consistency, and this is such a strange product because once it's cured, it has a bit of a jelly consistency to it. It's quite soft and bouncy, so it's not like anything I've seen before. So when you're ready, just take a small amount of the extend gel on your brush, and I mean a really small amount on this. I made the mistake the first time I ever did these in adding too much to the inside of the tip, and it just meant that it spilled out over the free edge of my nail and it was driving me insane. So I'm going to add a thin slip layer onto my natural nail first, then I'm going to stick that into the lamp and cure it when I'm happy. And now what I'm doing, you can see the small amount that I have on the tip. I'm going to try to just slide that on very gently, pushing out any air bubbles as I go along, and I've got this in real time so you can see just how slowly I was going while doing this. And in this particular video I'm applying the tips to my right hand, so it's even more difficult trying to get it into the right place, and especially putting it in the lamp. As you can see, anytime I moved my finger or my hand, the tip rises and it brings back all of the air into that nail. When I'm finally happy with the position and where the gel is, I'm going to try to put my hand into the lamp. This is really difficult because I didn't buy the small lamp that the Aprés kit comes with, so I'm trying to use my big lamp. I flash cure that for a few seconds, then flip the nail over and rub the leftover extend gel that has squeezed out between the tip and my natural nail up to the very edge of the tip so that it blends seamlessly and there isn't a big chunk of it just kind of hanging out and against your skin as well, because that will drive you mad. My biggest tip for Aprés Gel-X nails is to add a layer of non-wipe top coat to the underside of the nail where the extend gel was. Otherwise, it seems to take a bit of a grainy texture if you use alcohol to it anyway, and obviously I wouldn't recommend acetone as it will take the extension away. But this is my final set once I have them all applied, and I'm quite happy with how they turned out given that this is only the second time I've ever used them. However, I will say I didn't pick a good enough size of tip for the pinky finger and it was feeling pretty squashed, so I'm probably gonna have to redo that at some point. My personal opinion is that these are great for cutting out all the extra filing and the effort of sculpting a set of nails yourself. However, though they are extremely strong from the free edge and they hold up really well, I do think they are a tiny bit thin for myself as an ex-nail biter and someone who does still nibble at their nails. They have a little bit more give than I would like. But if you would like to see what I did next with this set of nails, here's a quick spoiler. Hit like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.